Hello YouTube, Logan here, and today's video, guys, I want to address Losi's quality control issue I've had, unfortunately. So I want to get right into the goodness of this story. So I received this one for Christmas. Okay, don't mind the bent out wing a little bit; that can be adjusted. But it was really fun until I noticed the differential had failed. And I'll insert a running clip now that has a bunch of ticking noises. So that was what was wrong with this one. As you can see under the hood, there's nothing really wrong with it. It's just good. A little bit low on oil, but not the worst. I mean, I would expect a bit better considering, you know, it's not the greatest ever. But, so that was this one. Okay, so we went ahead and got that one out of the way. So, we had contacted a return, or Losi, and asked for a return car, or a replacement, you know. And this is what they sent, which isn't bad. On the surface, it looks great. Wow, look at that, brand new car. First thing I noticed was this tire. Okay, look how shiny that one is. Okay, this one looks new. That looks pretty used. So does that. I don't know, I won't complain too much, but under the hood of this one, we'll talk about the bodies in just a second. Basically, just normal, you know, exactly what the other one was. The transmission feels way better. Very normal. But it's not what's above currently, it's what's below. So, first thing I really noticed is, oh my gosh, that is a lot of shock oil. And then, let's go ahead and go here and look. It's like bone dry. I mean, there's a little bit in there, making a little bubbly sound, but that's it. It's like that for all of them. This one here, I think this one's also really bad. Oh yeah, this one. That one's so bad you can't even hear the shock oil in it. The one that's like remotely good. No, it's this one. This one's like the only one that's remotely good. So they're like, all the shocks are bad. Next, however, now this is something I did not expect at all. See anything unusual here? Missing a screw. Not a big deal. I'll just steal it from that one. Stick it on there. But I mean, like, really, Losi, really? I mean, that's not great, pal. So if we scoot the car, or the chassis out of the way, look at the bodies here. And as you can see, mine looks pretty jacked. The reason why it's got these cuts in it is because if you notice here, these lines, that's where the sticker comes off the body because it wasn't applied properly. Alright, we'll get more on that later with the other one. It's like that on both sides. So when you rotate the body clip to try and pull it out this way, it just rips through the sticker. But that's like the main bad point on that one. So then we have this, which looks nice. It's all the way at the bottom. On both sides, all the way at the bottom. Now take note of how this side looks. Look at how nice that sticker looks. Very nice and symmetrical. Well, I say it's symmetrical, it's pretty good. Then over here, one is certainly quite a bit higher than it should be. And that shows when the sticker is actually starting to go on the window. So that's kind of unfortunate. Not terrible, but still a little bit, you know, not great. But just the problem is I'm having with this is the second one in a row that's had problems. If that one had problems, okay, that was unlucky. If that one was like perfect, or not perfect, like maybe 95%, how about that? Maybe a little bit oil leaking out the shocks, whatever. Alright, that's cool. But I mean, this is kind of just unacceptable. You know, you shouldn't be able to have one car that was broken from the factory to another one that's missing parts and missing oil from the factory. I mean, I don't know. I know leaking shock oil is very common in this hobby, but I mean, it shouldn't be that bad. And speaking of leaking shock oil, they're just spilling it out the whole ride. You can see the tire's been rubbing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Look, it just keeps beating on the side of the box. This one undoubtedly had a worse ride than this one. This one had a much easier ride. So, yeah. Alrighty guys, so I have another addition to the quality control problems from Losi. So you may think, when something breaks, you're seriously punishing it. Or, you may be using it in ways it shouldn't have been. Or, maybe, if you're like me, it just sat and broke itself. So, this is the servo. As you can see, it's the stock one. It's, you know, whatever. And then it's hooked up to the car. Watch. Nothing. And the steering rate is all the way up, okay? Now, I plug this servo in. Now watch. Look at me like, really? This shouldn't have broken. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. The more... Losi's getting really upset, because this is kind of stupid. My shocks are still empty. You know, I had to fill those up with whatever I have sitting around. Then my steering servo doesn't work. And trust me, this car is not beat on heavily. Like, you can look at this. Yeah, there's a little bit of dirt. But I wasn't like seriously, like, this car was not treated bad at all. Like, you can see the chassis has like no scratches on it. Except for that one right there. Unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. And thank you to the one person who voted on my poll for this video. Thank you. See, this is what happens when you vote on my polls. Stuff actually gets done. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching today's rather strange video, because I don't normally do stuff like this, but this is the problems I've been having, and do take this with caution. You know, if you're buying a little Losi product like this, it might be total garbage. I'll leave you with that. Thanks for watching.